the Bryan and Vinny Sans Bryan Show. I remember once many, many years ago, I was in McDonald's for breakfast, and I watched a woman ordering a sausage McMuffin with egg with no egg. And I've always thought that was an interesting philosophical conundrum. How can you be a sausage McMuffin with egg when you have no egg? This is kind of the same thing. It reminds me of that. And it's about as important as your typical breakfast sandwich. AEW Grand Slam Australia. They built this up like a mini pay-per-view. Very fun. Some incredible stuff on the show, actually. It was a fun little TV tag match. And Harley, for a woman who could coast on being eye candy and playing music and playing other puppet, she goes out there and improves as a wrestler all the time. And deserves tons and tons of credit for that. Andrade does the bit where he finds an attractive woman, snaps a selfie, and this time, the woman was a little aggressive. She pecked him on the cheek, and he was smitten. You would think this is the first time this guy has been kissed on the cheek by a woman before. I bet it's not. I mean, he was married, so typically there's some at least cheek kissing going on there, if not more. Hangman played along. He also posed for a selfie, but when she pulled in to kiss him on the cheek, he pulled back and said, "I'm sorry, I can't. I'm married." It will be Hangman Page challenging whoever is world champion at Revolution. It would be nice to see some fresh faces in the pay-per-view main events for AEW. It's been the same crew of 5, 6, 7, 8 guys for most of the past 2 or 3 years now. Andrade would have been a fresh face, a new sight there, but we are getting a rematch. We're getting a rematch. It'll be a very, very good rematch, and people will be into it. So Wheeler Yuta loses the fall. It is time for the haircut. They basically got like from the ears up shaved, and then the sides of his head and the back of his head were still very, very long. And frankly, this is a much worse haircut than just being shaved bald. So I hope he keeps this. Sincerely, I hope when we turn into Dynamite, he's got this awful, awful, awful haircut that he's just kept. This match ruled. Mark Briscoe's nuts anyway. Kyle Fletcher is having a big championship match in his hometown. And if he's ever going to die in the ring having a great match, he wanted to be in Sydney, Australia, I believe. So they did some crazy ass shit in this match. This is going to sound like an utter and complete burial, but bear with me. The match went too long. There was not a lot of heat. Nobody thought Brody was going to win. The finish was anticlimactic, and there was no way in hell they're going to follow that ladder match. Besides that, everything was great. I know the Observer Awards have been a matter of great contention. My strongest takeaway from these Observer Awards is that nobody who votes actually watches NXT, or for that matter, TNA. Not only did Trick Williams not win for Best on Interviews, not only was he not in the top 10 for Best on Interviews, I don't think I saw his name in the honorable mention section. I can't do anything about the fact that Trick Williams should have won Best on Interviews. What I can do is try to campaign for Trick Williams winning Best on Interviews in 2026. It is Tuesday. We're all here except Brian, who's off sailing the globe.
Probably less swearing this week.
Yeah, I was going to say. Probably 60% less swearing.
I will take that as a challenge.
Plus, we didn't watch Impact, so even less swearing.
Sure. I'm guessing like 40% less judging.
Shorter stories.
So, sure.
Yep. Favorite moment ever on this show, Granny?
Wow.
Oh, God, it must have been one where I was guilt-tripping Brian.
Could you be more specific?
Yeah.
Story checks
Last
out.
week or the week before?
I don't know if favorite's the right word, but somebody did just share the time on Nitro when Bam Bam Bigelow got counted out in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And
that was a good one.
Completely lost my mind. He got counted out, Brian!
He got counted
He
out
got
of
counted
nowhere.
out of Falls Count Anywhere! Did I say it was anywhere?
He got counted out of nowhere.
God! These fucking morons! I'm too smart for this show. Do you understand, Brian? I have a very large brain. I'm a smart man. I can't watch this shit. I have a large vocabulary. I'm good at math. I can't watch the show, Brian.
Well, I'm not good at math.
No.
God. I've been fuming about this for hours. Hours.
1992, Berserker.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yep.
And Ric Flair
She says it like Silent Bob or Jay. Yeah. Yes, Berserker and Ric Flair.
and Randy Savage and The Undertaker.
Okay.
Oh.
Two matches.
That's a tag team. WrestleFest 1992. And I'd just like to start by apologizing to you guys. It was bad.
It had a certain charm to it.
Yeah, I agree.
We start not with wrestling, but with tennis. Bobby Heenan shows up, and he, of course, is confused. He has a ping pong paddle. Bobby says, it's a great game. There's a Chinese guy who brings you egg rolls, which I would play a lot more ping pong if that were true. There's great comedy where like Gene swings his racket and accidentally hits Brain in the balls.
It brought back all sorts of memories. I didn't care what they were saying. Just seeing them and just seeing how witty the Brain was. He was one of the greatest of all time.
Telling my son about the dreaded sheep herders and how many buckets of blood they spilled in barbed wire matches all over the country. And then these lunatics come out doing their walk and shaking their butts. And oh boy.
Licking children's faces.
Yes, that child was not happy.
And I'm thinking more.
Gross.
I was gross watching
Like
it
my
here.
wife when I kiss her. Oh, gross.
I went to my very first ROH show. I sat next to Bushwacker Luke.
Really?
And he licked my face.
I had forgotten this.
Did you ask for this, or he was just
No,
supplying
I
lips?
just held out my hand to shake his, and he shook my hand and licked my face.
Did you give him the limp-wristed wrestler handshake?
Vinny, you know I did.
That's why he licked you. All right.